Our next honoree for tonight is Nacy Grier. Nacy Grier. She knows when, just not me, but I think everyone, I think everyone in town knows if you want the job done, call Nacy Grier. Even if they don't totally believe in all of her philosophies and ideas, they'll call her because they know that she can get the job done. Nacy is one of those few people in town that, as Dr. Chavez said, is so talented. She works for the city's Department of Economic Development in their neighborhood assistance office. So for us, that meant go to the belly of the beast, Nacy, and take care of the folks in the belly. Nancy's done that without complaining. She's actually our little silent giant. Really, she is. You know, folks here come, she can be totally unassuming, but she has purpose, always with purpose. Dr. Chavez also spoke about voting. One of Nancy's primary goal is to register voters. This past week, on National Voter Registration Day, we planned an event at a local community center, and the folks attending, the participants, were sort of low, but Nacy clearly said to everyone in the room, other folks that came with social services in case someone needed some assistance, she said, don't worry, we've already registered 398 participants in voting, getting registered. So, yeah, I think that deserves some hand clapping in here. So if we had to sum up this little giant, we would definitely say that she's queen of community organizers in town. She's a doer of the work that needs to be done in our community. She has integrity. You can depend on Nacy Grier. And with all of that, this is not just her first award. She's received many. And one, you know, I think we received one together maybe some years back, Women of Empowerment in the Community. We shared with a number of other women in town. So this little giant of a person is on that purposeful path. She brings us along, like if you want to fight, fight me, but you're still coming. And I think that's tremendous in our community because right now we're probably thinking later. There's no later with Nacy Grier. So please help us celebrate Nacy Grier's commitment to her community, to the young people, old people, every people in Patterson. Nacy Grier. Before you take the mic, you got to get your award. Boy, they want this mic tonight. You inspired them, Dr. Chavez.
I'm sorry, I have to take the mic first. Because I cannot, can I hold that?
Yeah,
I cannot
you can
accept this award without calling up a few people because these people we are a team and
Okay.
they are what makes me. And the first person is Ms. Irma Gorham.
Gunk.
The second person, Ms. Ida Pugh, I think she left.
Then she went to the ladies'
Okay,
room.
Donna Ivy Nelson, Jimmy Richardson, Harold Wims, Major Roberson, Brother Bilal, Brother Muhammad, and Miss Francis. Please come up here and
Yes,
accept it
please
with
come.
me because I can't take it by myself. We work as a team in many different fashions. So please come. Now you can give it to me.
Okay, yes, please.
Jimmy, you too? And
Yeah, Jimmy.
You want to stand up in front? Stand up, go up in front.
You go in the front.
Everyone's up in
It's an
front.
honor to
Yeah.
accept the wish.
Come on up. Come on
No doubt
up.
about it.
Okay.
If any,
So Jimmy, are we gonna all?
Yes.
okay. If anybody, if there happens to be someone in this room that had just met Nancy for the first time, I think what would go through your head is definitely her reputation precedes her. I mean, and we have a few awards for you tonight. The first one is from the City of Paterson, the Municipal Council citation. This citation, and you are hereby recognized and congratulated by the citizens of the City of Paterson for outstanding civic contribution. Our city is greatly enriched because of the dedication of its people. We extend our gratitude and appreciation for meritorious service. Okay. From the Senate and General Assembly of the State of New Jersey, Nacy Grier, honoring, congratulations on you being honored by the 3rd Annual Underground Railroad Awards Dinner. Your commitment and dedication in uplifting our community is commendable and is worthy of celebration. Today we salute you. Signed, Senator Nellie Pye, Assemblyman Benson Sumter, okay, and Assemblyman Benji Wimberly.
Come here.
Okay. And there's one more.
One more.
Okay. We're going up to the federal level now.
Yeah.
Certificate of Special Congressional Recognition presented to Nacy Grier, 2017 Underground Railroad awardee, in recognition of outstanding and invaluable service to the community, signed by Bill Pasquarel Jr., Member of Congress.
Such a lovely thing. Now, Gianfranco Archimedes is a former past awardee. And I would like him to give his legacy to her, okay? There we go.
Nancy, welcome to the club.
Nice. Gianfranco said, welcome to the
We should not
club.
rush to judgment because we may not know what the circumstances are. But I know we live in a society now where if it's not on Twitter, if it's not 140 characters, we may not pay attention to it. And so to me, something happens every day that informs not only what you know, but informs what you should go after. And so I had an opportunity, John, on the train coming here to pastor to some of the other business people that got impatient, you know, because they didn't want the train to stop, even though it hit somebody. And even though after they heard that the person had passed, you know, they said, well, I got an appointment. I said, we all have an appointment. You know, we all have an ultimate appointment. But between reaching our appointments, we should never forget that every human being, every life is precious. Every life is precious. And we should be striving to make sure that every life in our community, every life in our state, every life in our nation, every life in the world in which we live in gets a chance, my first point, to maximize their God-given gifts and talents. So what I'm trying to emphasize to you tonight is that in every life, a storm will come, a cloud will come. But one of the things I learned, because John mentioned, well, how did you make it in prison 7 years knowing that you were innocent? Well, first, I knew we were innocent. And secondly, I decided, one of the things I learned from Dr. King, he said, look, no matter what you go through, don't you let anything or anybody ever break your spirit. And so I've come to Paterson tonight as we celebrate the Underground Railroad, as we celebrate the monument, as we celebrate the good work that the board worked hard to establish the monument, that I hope that we would leave tonight rededicating ourselves to what the ethos of the Underground Railroad still represents today. And that is that we have to help each other get on Freedom's Road. But not just as a journey, but make sure you get to the destination. You know, the North Star. Making sure that we encourage our young people to assail and to do what's to be the best in life, to strive for excellence. Next week I'm gonna be in